everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be doing my Ipsy try-on. So I get the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus and Ultimate, and today I will be trying on products from all of the different boxes. So I've already done unboxing videos on all of them, so I'll link them down below if you're interested in checking those out. But if you're unfamiliar with Ipsy, they have 3 tiers of subscriptions, and they're kind of like makeup, beauty, skincare subscriptions. So the Glam Bag is $12 and you get 5 sample size items. The Plus is $25 with 5 full-size products, and then the Ultimate is $50 with 8 full-size products and 4 sample-size products, and I'll leave a link down below in case you're interested in subscribing. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Normally I unbox subscription boxes here, but I've started trying on some of the products that I receive in the boxes just to show you how they wear. My disclaimer in all my videos is that I am just a normal girl doing makeup. I'm not a beauty guru, I'm not an MUA, I just do my makeup for fun like a normal girl, so that's what this video is going to be. So it looks like there are 14 different makeup items that I'm going to try on. The skincare and some of the other items that I get in the boxes I'm obviously not going to use, so this isn't everything that I got in all the 3 boxes, but it's just the makeup items that I received. I pulled my hair out of the way with this face cherry bunny ears just to kind of get them out of my face, and the first product that I had is by Masqua, and this is their primer, and this I got in the Ultimate box. This is their Hydra Veil primer, so it opens up like this. There's a little spatula, but honestly I'm probably just going to use my fingers, and it's just like super jelly-like. I don't even know if you can see that in the camera because it like just looks invisible. So I'm just gonna, I guess you just like scoop a little bit. I don't know, that looks like really weird. And I'm just gonna like rub this on my face. So it doesn't have a scent, but it does feel kind of tacky, which is good. That's the type of primer that I like, is one that's gonna be tacky so that all my makeup will stay on. So the next product that I have is actually a foundation brush from Complex Culture, and this is just their angled foundation brush, and it looks like this. So I'm going to attempt to apply my normal foundation with this brush. I normally use a beauty sponge. I haven't used a brush in years, so I'm a little bit nervous about this, but it does have this triangled effect, so I'm gonna try that out and see how it goes. The foundation that I use is the Cover FX Power Play Foundation in P10. They don't have the shade on Sephora right now because they had a sale, and so there's nothing in my shade, and I really wanted to get some, but there's only like 5 shades left, and none of them are my shade. But I really like this foundation. I have oily skin, and it works great for me. So let's try to apply it with a brush. So normally I use my fingers to apply it around my face. If you don't like using fingers, I'm sorry. If I look over this way, it's because that is where my mirror is. So I normally put it on here and then I smear it around with my fingers, and then I will use the brush to kind of blend it out. So I'm trying to use a stippling motion like I would be when I'm using a sponge, and it obviously kind of hurts a little bit because it's pretty firm, and it's doing a decent job, but honestly I'm gonna switch back over to my beauty sponge because I don't really like this that much. Alright, so now I blended it out with my beauty blender. I'm just not a brush girl when it comes to foundation, so I don't like this brush. If you like brushes, let me know if you like this brush for the people who are interested, but for me, I just felt like it ate a lot of the product. I haven't set my face with powder or anything yet, just FYI. This is just a foundation blended out. I'm not that big of a fan of the brush. I probably will never really use it because I just don't like using brushes for foundation. My lips are kind of scary right now because there's foundation on them, so I'm going to use another product. Oh, and I get this brush in my Ultimate. I didn't mention that. I'm going to use the Lenza Super 8 Lip Oil in Pink Shine. I received this in my Plus box. I have a couple other lips that I'll try on at the end, but for now, just so that I don't look like dead and scary, I'm going to go ahead and put on this lip oil. So it smells kind of fruity. I mentioned in my video that it smells a little rancid. I don't think it is. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I like this lip oil. I wore it actually the other day, and what I really like about the lip oil is that when you leave it, you can leave it on for a little while, and then when you take it off, it stains your lips a little bit, so you have this pretty look on your face without it's more like a natural pretty lip, and it gives just your lips a little bit more color. So I actually do really like this oil that I got in the Plus. Now the next thing is another one of these brushes, and this one is for concealer. I normally don't wear under eye concealer. I'm just too lazy, I guess. I'm not really sure, but this one is not as stiff as the foundation brush, so today I will do a little bit of under eye concealer and try this out for you guys, and I got this in my Plus box. I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star Concealer in C4. This is actually a little bit too light for me actually, and I just haven't ordered another shade. So it's gonna look a little bit weird on me, but I'm just gonna go for it to see how this blends out. I'm not doing a ton just because I normally don't use this concealer, so I don't wanna, I don't know. I'm just gonna be gentle with it. Honestly, it's eating a ton of the product again, and I feel like it's gonna take me so much longer to blend. So I'm going back into this and we're just gonna blend it out that way. I just don't like brushes for blending. That was so much easier. So honestly, I'm not a fan. I normally love Complex Culture brushes, but I just don't like using them for concealer and foundation. So these are a no for me. I'm just not gonna really use these. But if you like brushes, again, let me know in the comments that other people know if they're good as far as like brushes go, because I'm just not a fan of these, honestly. The other Complex Culture brushes I like, and actually we have one for eyes later, but I'm gonna go ahead and powder my face because I didn't get any powder this month, and then we'll move in to bronzer. All right, my powder is on. I know that I do have a blemish here that I didn't cover that great, but honestly, we're self-quarantining, obviously, so I'm not really going out, and I don't know the next day that I'm even going to go out, so I'm not even gonna worry about it because it's just me, myself, and, well, my sister, actually. So the next step is bronzer. So this is a Complex Culture brush that I really like, and this is their Press and Set bronzer brush. Now, I received this Wonder Beauty Trip to Costa Ray bronzer in my regular Ipsy Glam bag, the $12 one. So this is not a full size, this is a sample size. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze with this. And it is kind of shimmery, actually. I don't know, you probably can't really see in the pan, so we'll see how this looks. So normally I'd probably actually go in with a darker shade. This is probably a good like bronzer, but I probably would contour underneath. Today I'm not gonna do all that just because I'm playing around with makeup and it doesn't really matter what it looks like at the end of the day. It's pretty, but again, I would probably use a darker shade first and then blend out because this is a little bit lighter. I mean, it's good because I am light skin, and if you want to do a more natural bronzy look and you have light skin, this would be good, but if you want something a little bit more dramatic, I don't think that this is going to give it to you. So the next thing that I'm going to use is this Manna Kadar blush, and this is in Bali Babe, I think. I received this in my Ultimate. Like I said, you get 4 samples in your Ultimate, so this was one of the sample sizes. And this is just a blush. I'm going to use my SL Miss Glam brush, and this is the SL41 brush to do my blush. This is a little bit dark, so I'm gonna have to go in with a light hand so that I don't look crazy like I did in my BoxyCharm try on this month. So I actually think that that blush shade is really pretty. I don't know if it's blended perfectly, but it's kind of, I don't know if I did a great job, honestly. But I think it's a pretty shade. You do have to be careful if you have lighter skin, but it is a visible blush. Okay, maybe I do need to blend. No, is it this side that needs to blend? I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going out. But anyway, I think it's a really pretty like color or shade. You just probably want to be a little bit careful if you're somebody who doesn't wear a ton of blush. The next thing I'm going to use is a highlighter, and this is the Lottie London Shimmer Squad highlighter. And this is just a like sample, and it's in the shade The Good Girl. So you could put this in like a, what is it called, a Z palette or something. I'm not going to. Now this is a little bit darker of a highlight for me. I tend to not go for the pinky ones, but we're doing that today, and I'm going in with the Wayne Goss 14 brush for this. So that's pretty. You can definitely see it on the cheek. It's not like super blinding, like you can see it, but it's not super blinding, and it doesn't look too pink on the skin right now. What I always do is that after I'm done, oh, my foot, ow, I was sitting on my foot wrong. After I'm done with my makeup, I will show you it in natural lighting from my window so that you can see, just because the lighting here, I have some other lights on me, just so you can see what it would look like in a normal lighted area. So now let's do some eyeshadow. So I have 2 palettes this month to play around with. The first one is the Balm Day to Night palette, and I got this in my Plus box, and these are what the shades look like there. I'm not going to use that black primer today because I am mixing palettes and I don't know how that would work. The other one I got in my Ultimate, and this is my Cella palette, and this is their La Vie neutral palette. And this is what this palette looks like. Oops, that fell out. I love this palette, by the way. I've played around with it a little bit, and I've just loved the colors. This is a perfect all-in-one look. So you can put this in your shadow, in your crease, deepen it with this, this shimmer on the lid, highlight the inner corner with this. And I've been doing that a lot. A lot of the videos I'm filming for the week, I'm wearing that exact look. So I've really been enjoying this palette on its own. So I think what I'm gonna do to show you that look is I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna build it up. I'm gonna use a shimmer shade, a gold shade from here, and then maybe try to use that blue a little bit just to show you both of the palettes. So also at the same time, I did get this Complex Culture shadow brush. This is their all over shadow brush. So I'll start by using this as well. And I received this in my regular Ipsy bag. So I'm gonna start off with this shade here in my crease. All right, so I brought it under, wow, this blush might be too much. So I brought it under my waterline a little bit because I do want to smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna bring the blue under my eye later. I like this brush. It's probably better for when I deepen the crease more so than when I put it all over the crease, just because it's harder to cover all the surface area, so it takes a little bit longer than some of the other brushes I would normally use to do that. So now I'm going to deepen it, and I'll go ahead and deepen it with this brown here. There's also a shimmery brown Lombard Street that I could use as well. But because I'm going to use the gold from this palette, I'm going to not use that right now. I could actually blend both of those shades together, so I might do that, but I'm going to start with this one here. These don't have shade names. Well, maybe they do. Wait a second. Femme, Vitality, Instincts, and Dynamics. So apparently this is Instincts, but there's 4 shades, so. So I've deepened it a little with that. I actually think I am just going to go into Lombard Street just to kind of play around and just mix that in the crease as well. So if you watched my videos before, you know that my eyeshadow will never be blended perfectly, and that's okay because normal girls don't need perfectly blended eyeshadow. So I've gone ahead and used both of those shades to kind of deepen the crease or whatever. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Madison Avenue, that gold shade right there on my lid. I may kind of blend Wall Street with it a little bit because it's a little bit lighter of a gold, so I may do the darker and then the lighter a little bit and more in the middle of my eye. Honestly, that's not as shimmery and nice as I wanted to. This shade is so foiled and pretty, and this one's just more like somewhat shimmery, so I don't love it as much, but I'm gonna go into Wall Street as well, like I said, and we'll see how that does. Wall Street is nicer. I like Wall Street better. All right, so like I said, to kind of, you could keep this neutral. I'm still gonna do the inner corner, but if you wanna have some fun, you can take Hate Street right there, H-A-I-G-H-T, not like hate, H-A-T-E. But I'm gonna take some of that and I'm just gonna kind of blend it underneath the eye. I know for my BoxyCharm, I kind of did a blue and kind of gold look, so this is somewhat similar, but apparently I'm into that right now, so. I'm just gonna leave this on my underwater line. I'm not going to bring it up like I did in my BoxyCharm video. So now I'm going to go into this really pretty pearly shade here and put that in my inner corner. So I actually really like the inner corner. I don't know if you can see it as well on camera, but it is very bright. And so I do like that. I really like a bright inner corner highlight. I probably need to play a little bit more around with this palette, but it's like, nah, it's whatever. But I really do like this Cella palette. I think the pigmentation is good. It's not like so dark, but you can, it's like in between natural and too much. So I really do love this palette, and I think I'll get a ton of use out of it. This one, I don't know. I'm not like drawn to the packaging. I'm not drawn to the shades as much, so I'm not as excited about that. But the next thing I have is from Seraphine Botanicals, and this is their Luna liner. It's a water resistant eyeliner, and I got this in my plus box. So I'm going to do some eyeliner with this, probably just a wing line up top. I feel like every single month I get a liquid liner or like a felt tip liner in the Ipsy box, and there's only so many that I need because I can't use one every month. So I wish they would stop sending me so many, but it is what it is. So it's just a felt liner there, and I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to put on wings. Hopefully it works out for me today, because as you know, some days they look amazing, some days you want to just cry because they're so bad. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm gonna like pull my eye, and I know you're not supposed to because of wrinkles, but well, I'm gonna be honest, things did not go great for me. I had to redo this side because they just really didn't match, but this is the end result. Sisters not twins, whatever. It looks decent. I actually do like the liner if I was doing it good today. I like that the tip is actually sharp or like really thin, so you can get more detailed with it. And that was the problem, is that I got too detailed with this side and not enough with this side, and it would have just been easier to fix this one. So they don't really match, but I'm not going outside, so it's fine. So I do like this liner and I'm excited to play around with it more. All right, so I popped on some mascara because I didn't get any this month. I actually think I put in my profile not to get any mascaras because I was getting too many, so that may be why. But the next product is for brows, and this is the Benefit Brow Contour Pro, and it's like a click pen with all the different things that you would need to do your brows. I got this in my Ultimate. I think this is the one that I picked for my Ultimate. So it has like a lighter shade, a deeper shade, a definer, and a highlighter. So I'm just gonna start with the lighter shade and see if I need the darker shade, and then maybe I'll highlight my brows a little bit with it. Ow, wait, what the heck? I feel like I'm scraping my brow right now. Like, I don't like this. Like, it's just like scratching my skin. I don't get it. Is there like plastic on it? I can't tell. I don't know, but I'm not liking this. I don't even know if it's doing something to my brow because it's just making my skin red. Can you hear? Oh, let me not draw. Can you hear this? Like, what the heck? I don't know. I want to almost just say screw this. Like, is there plastic on it? I'm so confused. Let me see if another shade has like... Okay, note to self, you do have to twist it for the actual product to come out. Can you see that? I don't know, it doesn't want to focus on me. But you have to twist it because I was just basically scraping plastic on myself, which is why nothing was working. So now let's work on that. Oh, that feels so much better. So don't be an idiot like me. This is the lighter shade, so I don't think I'm going to go into the darker shade because this lighter shade is probably the closest to my brow. It's a little bit darker, but that's fine. My roots are growing out because I can't go to the hairdresser, so it doesn't matter if my brow's darker right now. So honestly, it's not a perfect brow, but it's good enough. So I guess the definer, you would just like, oh my god, that's so loud. You just go like under it to define it. I mean, honestly, I need to pluck my brows. I think my sister's gonna help me with that today. I don't really use brow, like I have too many hairs underneath. I'm gonna have to pluck my eyebrows before I can use that. So I won't be able to really demonstrate that today. I don't love it. Like, my brows don't look bad. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna take a gel that I got in a previous box to kind of gel them down and kind of blend the powder, because I feel like I have my holy grail brow product, so it's hard for a brow product to kind of, oh my god, I really need to work on my brows. It's really actually kind of sad that everybody's having to look at my brows right now, but that's fine. So I'm gonna just kind of gel them down. They don't look bad, but because you can't see them up close because they need to be plucked, let's be real. So brows are done, and now we'll move on to the final two lip products. So there's two, so I'm gonna use one as a lipstick and then one as a lip topper. So this Dose of Colors lipstick I got in the shade Let's Cuddle. I got this because in my Ultimate, technically. Basically, I got a Pixie Mist, but I'd already received that and it was a repeat product, so they reached out to me and sent me this instead. So this wasn't in my actual unboxing video. And then on top of that, I got this Thrive Cosmetics lip topper in the shade Glinda in my Ipsy Ultimate as well. So I'm gonna wipe the oil off of my lips and then let's try on this shade. All right, so my lips look very pink now because of the oil, so I really like that. So let's go ahead and put the Let's Cuddle shade on. I've used these lippies before, so I'm familiar with the formula. They smell really like sweet and nice. Ugh. I'm gonna look dead with this shade, I think. I mean, honestly, I don't know if that's a wearable shade for me. It's like that nude lip type of thing. I don't know. What do you think of this lip color on me? It works with this eyeshadow maybe, but I feel like I kind of look, I don't know, I don't really like it. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna let this dry, but let me know in the comments, do you think this shade works on me or not? Once it dries, we'll put the lip topper on. All right, lip is dried down enough for now, so we're gonna go into this lip topper. Maybe this maybe the topper will redeem it. I really can't talk today. I think I have been home. I'm not alone, my sister's here, but you know what I mean? Like when I'm working all day, I'm not really interacting with her, so am I starting to lose my mind? Maybe a little bit. So this is what it looks like. It smells pretty. The wand is very pink. Maybe I need to like do that to it a little bit. All right, let's see. That did nothing. I mean, really, that really didn't do a whole lot. There's like no, you might not be able to tell on camera, but it's glossy, but there's none of this shimmer. Like, where's the shimmer? I want the shimmer. I feel like it's doing nothing except for like putting a gloss on top of this. I might need to try this like on its own and maybe then it would be fine, but on top of this I feel like it's not really doing anything except for making it glossy, which then means like this was a matte liquid lipstick that would have already been kiss proof, or like, you know what I mean, it wouldn't have transferred, but now obviously it's going to transfer with this. It doesn't look bad. I was expecting like way more shimmery glitter to come through with that, but that's not what I'm getting. I don't know. Don't think I like that. I don't know. So now let me show you my makeup in natural lighting and then I'll give you my final reviews. All right. Oh, my hair looked better with a headband on it. So this is what the makeup looks like in natural lighting. The blush is a little bit strong, but I don't hate it. If you're going for a strong blush moment, then I think it's fine. That's what the eyes look like, the lips. I mean, this doesn't look bad. I actually like some of the makeup that I received. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, so you saw my makeup at natural lighting, so let me know what you thought of that. I'd have to say that my favorite products that I got were definitely this Cella palette as well as the Yenza lip oil, and I did also enjoy the La Masqua primer. Also the Complex Culture brush, and I don't know where I just put that, but I really liked that as well. So those would be my favorites. The stuff that I didn't like, I let you know, and everything else is kind of middle of the road for me, or I need to play around with it more. So let me know your thoughts. What makeup did you like from your Ipsy bags this month? Did you agree with how I liked or didn't like some of the products? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, so let me know them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.